Welcome one and all to the 1932 rink in the famed Jack Shea Arena in Lake Placid, New York, as we get set for an exciting matchup between the Northwood School Huskies and the Naha Winterhawks. This is part of a Northwood School Invitational matchup. Early Saturday morning. My name is Glenn Burnett. I'll be covering your play-by-play and color commentary. So glad to be here, so glad you'd have me here as we take a quick peek in at the Huskies surrounding the net, cleaning things up, getting the game faces on as they host the Naha, North American Hockey Association Winterhawks. A fair bit of focus by the Huskies as they cry out the rallying cry, and the Winterhawks. Starting in the net for the Winterhawks, Annie Abramson, looking to keep the net circumspect, well swept and clear of debris, and hoping to get some offensive production from her teammates. Starting in the net for the Huskies, we've got Emily Venn. We've seen her before. She gets strong support in the back check from her teammates. And we get strong attack by the forwards. It's been a while, a couple months since the last time I got a chance to sit in on the Huskies girls team. As we get set, goaltenders are ready, you're ready, I'm ready. 2:25 minutes halves. Let's get started. As the Huskies come away with control off of the face-off, played out to neutral ice and dumped back into the Husky zone. Picked up by Novotny, tossed up along the near side boards and turned over to the Winterhawks. And a quick turnover up ahead by Swedlin, coming up with a loose puck and chasing it down into the corner as they try to establish the forecheck. Played down along the half board, back up to the point, flung back down low. We're looking at Smith out there alongside Swedlin. Typically the second line for these Huskies. But the strategy as they go in is not necessarily first line first. And Venn tossing it out to neutral ice. As we see some changes being attempted. Laid up ahead. This is Erbanova going deep into the offensive zone, played around the corner boards, and the Winterhawks able to clear out across neutral ice and with an opportunity to beat the defense, swept away. So Huskies able to clear the zone. A quick turnaround on the back check. This is the strength of this Huskies team as they are on a delayed offsides, tiptoeing along the blue line. That'll be whistled for offsides. Welcome to 2020, folks. We hope you're enjoying the new year and the winter sports. The Huskies dumping it deep into the near side corner. Played across the end boards as Abramson looks on closely. Picked up by the defense. The Winterhawks played off of the half boards. Out to neutral ice and turning it quickly over. Into the Husky zone. We're looking at McNeil on the back end for the Huskies. As we'll try to keep you informed on the shift changes, as we do see some changes being made away from the play. Smith heading back out onto the ice, heading towards the puck, helping to break things up. Agnes out on the ice as well. Played down to the end board. We see McNeil protecting out in front. And Venn covering up the corner as that one helped out by the defense. Played up along the ladder. Out to neutral ice and trying with a cross ice pass. This one slips out into the Winterhawk zone and they'll chase back as Roquette applying pressure. A little help by her teammate Smith. Played out to the right side, centering pass into the slot, cutting from the weak side. Unable to get the shot off. Well played by the Winterhawks. This one's turned back over. The Winterhawks gather up the loose puck. Walking it up ahead across the blue line, fading out to the left side, drop pass to the wide side from the outside hash, and Venn with the easy save. 23:39 remaining, first period action. It's a long haul, these two halves. It takes elite hockey players to endure these stretches. This is what they're conditioned for throughout the year. That's what they come here for. Good education and competitive hockey play. All of the teams that Northwood hosts for this invitational also similar level competitive education and athletics. This is played off of the face-off around the back end. Keep an eye out for Alvarez throughout the action. She helps shore up the defensive side of things, but you'll often find her chasing into the forecheck, much like an offensive defender. She covers a lot of rink space. In a short period of time, one of the swifter skaters out on the ice. As this one tossed up ahead, and Hedlund racing down into the corner. That'll be icing. Just couldn't get the horses to go fast enough. And so that'll come back into the Husky zone. We'll have a face-off to Venn's right. As we look in at Smith taking the face-off. Laid around the back end. Out to Kramer. Kramer up along the left wing side. This one eases up ahead. Hedlund. Out to the right wing, and Smith unable to connect on it. Then up from the point. What a blast through traffic. No damage done. Picked up by the Winterhawks. Little poke check attempt. This comes out to Novotny. Then sent up around the corner. As we see Hedlund coming off. Welcome Bookman. Toss down low. Along the half court. Firing it back down low again. Smith overskating it. A little help by McGrath. As the Winterhawks looking to clear the zone. Played up along the near side. Out past their bench. And taken away. A nice angle pass. This one a good stretch. Unable to get the attack on right off the bat. That might have been a good look for a wrister. Just a little bit too much pepper on that one. As the Winterhawks come away with the loose puck. Abramson, a close call there, shutting it down quickly. Laid off the end boards as we see some changes. Melican out on the ice now. Chasing in on the puck as she picks up the loose puck, tossed back to her defense. Rotated back around, and Agnes with it. Angle pass out towards the right wing side. As this is chased down into the corner and played around to the near side. As we see McNeil back up at the point, awaiting any passes. Ready to unload. Agnes up to the half board. Ket out there along the right wing side, firing it around, and then tossed up from the point. A nice wrister as that one bounces through traffic. Held on to by Abramson. And that'll set up a face-off. We're just a little bit over 4 minutes into game time. Scoreless here on the 1932 rink. I'm Glenn Burnett with your play-by-play and color. Laid off the face-off. We're looking in at Hooper now on the back end. Replacing McNeil up on the left point. Played out from behind into the slot. Handed out towards the right point. Backhander down to the left face-off circle. Centering pass. And that one a little bit too hard to handle for Hull as it slipped through the slot. Setting up a pass to Hooper as that shot is deflected. Net seem to be tipped off its bearing, but it appears to be still in place. Is that one held on to by Abrams? A good shift. The Northwood forecheck. A couple of shot opportunities. As we'll see, wholesale line changes for both sides. And a welcome Facette. As Facette centering the face-off. Played up along the near side boards. Back out to Novotny. Novotny rotates it around to the right side of the ring. Looked like Abramson might have missed the puck as it slipped by. I don't know if she intentionally let it go by, but that was a close call. Looking for the redirect up front. And shut down by the Winterhawks. Abramson already facing 5 shots. We're still scoreless. That is not unusual. Some of the teams that play at this level have very strong defenses. Defenses help to shore up the offensive opportunities, but both of these teams able to avoid surrendering a goal at this point. And we've got a penalty. And that's a cross-check. And so the Huskies will sit one for 2 minutes. That's Facette. That's a bit of a loss there. Not having her skills out on the ice. We'll see how the Huskies special teams handle the penalty kill. From the left face-off circle, played out to the point. A little congestion up at the left point and a turnover. This is a big one for the Huskies with a shot. Break the ice and blow out the speaker as well. What a play. All started with a broken play at the left point for the Winterhawks. They had 2 players caught in the same zone. Easy to defend with just the one player. The winger races up ahead, takes advantage, breaks the ice. 19:04 remaining, first half action. Northwood up.
Northwood penalty to number 10, Alan Facette. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Down to the penalty, 19:22 the first half. Facette for cross-checking, 19:22. Northwood goal scored by number 13, Amy Hedlund.
On-skater advantage.
Unassisted. Down the goal, 19:04, first half. Hedlund unassisted at 19:04.
Huskies penalty kill is just tearing up the ice right now. Nothing kills a penalty better than a shorthanded goal. And nothing kills a penalty better than a shorthanded goal and another shorthanded goal. I've seen it before. Various levels. 2 shorthanded goals within the same penalty. Let's see if the Huskies can make that happen. Some teams like to have the open ice. Playing shorthanded gives them the opportunity to weave in and out of traffic, and particularly if they're sharp on their passes and they defend well, and apparently they are, as Hedlund dumps it deep into the offensive zone. Heavy pressure up front. Roquette. Pardon me, that's McGrath out there pressuring up front in the offensive zone. Fire down to the end boards as we see the Huskies making some changes. Hedlund coming off the ice. Alvarez out there as the Winterhawks looking to clear the zone, but it's taking a little bit of time. You'd think they were trying to kill the penalty with the amount of pressure that the Huskies have applied. From the right side, fired off of the end boards. Bookman played off the side of the cage. Whipped around the corner boards out towards the point. And Roquette forcing it back down low. Cook up to Roquette. Roquette out to Bookman. That came off a skate. Now Roquette from the top of the slot with a shot, and that's gloved by Abramson. As we get a close look there at the cool goaltender.
Good job, Liz.
Under heavy fire in these last couple of shifts. Back to even strength out on the ice, 5-on-5. And now the Winterhawks with a strong possession off the faceoff. Laid out to the left wing. Hull cruising across to the backhand side. Forehand shot on the back door. Picking up the trash. And a big play there, as it appears to set, fresh off of her vacation from the ice. Recovering and bouncing back from that cross-checking penalty she just served. And paying back her debt as she picked up the trash on the side door, dumped it in the basket, and the Huskies now up 2-0. Just outside of 16 minutes remaining in the half. As this is played down towards the end boards. Out towards the right point. To the left side.
Scored by number 10, Ellen Bissett. Assistant number 15, Megan Kramer. And number 20, Mackenzie Hull. 7th goal, 16-23, first half. Bissett from Hall and Kramer.
As we get set for a face-off to Abramson's right side. Bissett stepping in for the face-off. In the foreground there you see Alvarez on the left point. This is tossed around the boards to Novotny. Novotny cycles it down, and this is how cycling works. Set up a forecheck properly, you get your spacing, you get your passes crisp from blade to blade, tape to tape, stick to stick. Keep your head up. Look for passing and shooting lanes.
To number 17, Kate Pride.
Deflected up
2
into the
minutes for
glass.
interference. Time of the penalty, 16:05. First half. Pride for interference, 16:05.
Alvarez with it. Sizing up options, centering into the middle. We call that the bumper, that middle one. Out to the right side, wrister through traffic. As the Huskies on the power play, looking to add some more special teams credit to the stat lines. As we see line change. Alvarez and Novotny will stay out. McGrath, Smith, and Hull. Some of these setups here, as that one glances off of the shaft up into the net and out of play. Some of the lines that they're featuring out here are not necessarily their typical lines. Part of this hockey program rotates to see where the best advantages can be taken. Smith winning the faceoff, played out to Alvarez on the near side. Rotating across, bumped out to Smith on the left side. A little bit off the mark, and they'll have to reset. Dropping it back to Alvarez, to the back door. And that one shut down very quickly as Hull tried to get that redirect. Smith with it. Played out to Alvarez. Alvarez losing the handle as that one was just off the mark. And Novotny with it. Alvarez and back to Novotny. Alvarez now on the left side, and this is one of those cases where Alvarez, the defender, plays Alvarez, the forward. Occasionally rotating positions. A certain skating style that allows her to penetrate as a winger. Someone who cuts well through the slot. Hit up against the half boards. Smith battling two Winterhawks, trying to get possession of the puck. Big hit down low. This is popped up into the glass of the corner. Alvarez dropping to the back check. As that pass will slide by to go for icing. Find just enough time for the Winterhawks to change out lines. Northwood with a heavy shots on goal advantage. 12-3 right now. Shot again. Blocked by Abramson. Northwood up 2-0. Just inside 13 and a half to go in the half. And Bookman around the edge. That one slips out past the point. As we're back to 5-on-5. Interference penalty on the Winterhawks has been expired. This one goes down once again, and we'll get a face-off back in the Winterhawk zone. Facette heading back out on the ice. This is a fairly stable lineup here. Facette bookended by Kramer and Hedlund. Hedlund with it, out to Novotny. Novotny with a wrister, needing a little bit of help down towards the net. Couldn't get it as that one slipped by. Another wrister, gloved by Abramson. Seeing Novotny and Cooper on the defensive side of things. Novotny trying to force one through the slot. Too much traffic in front. Is set, working her way through the harassing defenders. Ooh, trying to drop one off to Novotny, and the Winterhawks pick up a break with a shot on net, and then denying it. She hasn't seen a lot of action out there. So we'd worry if she was getting a little cold. She should still face down the shot. A good play by Venn. McNeil out on the ice now. On the defensive side of things. Novotny coming off for a rest. Played out to Venn. Venn out of the net. Out to the corner. Alvarez up to the half boards and out into neutral ice. And trying to force her way through as Swedlin just pushing that stone across the wall. Establishing the offensive zone. Tying up a little bit of time there as the Winterhawks come away with a loose puck. Right along the near side. One of the Winterhawks losing an edge and taking out a Husky. Alvarez around the defense, shot on net, and Abramson with a save. Past the midway point in the half. Huskies up 2-0. The Winterhawks looking to scrub the bagel off the board. Played up along the right wing side. Losing an edge down towards the end boards with a shot towards the net. And we've got a stoppage of play. One of the Huskies is down. After hitting that corner and sliding into the end boards. Stand by for a moment while she's tended to. Rising up under her own power. And the crowd gives her a hand. so we'll resume play in the Husky zone to Ben's left. See the scoreboard there. Want to track shots on goal. 15-4 right now in favor of the Huskies. And that one quickly in icing. Into the corner, Alvarez with it. Behind the net. Tossed up ahead. Fired off of the end boards. The Winterhawks pick it up, toss it out towards the far side boards. Cross neutral ice to the right wing side. Winterhawks in on the attack, and it looks like they mean business. Played below the goal line. This one bouncing out towards the left point. Roquette, loose puck trying to barge through. And now Alvarez. Watch the lateral movement on this skater. She can freeze a defender as she can freeze a goaltender. This one slipping past Bookman. From the right wing side, centering into the slot. Battling for the loose puck. Out in front. Nobody on the back door side. As Bookman carries it out. Playing it to the point. On the corner boards. Behind the net. Winterhawks with possession. As they look for that secret doorway out of the zone. Hedlund coming in with heavy pressure. A little extra shove there as Kramer trying to defend her right to have that puck. Get across to McNeil. As Facette directing traffic, played out towards the right wing, handed off to the speedy center, to the face-off circle. A little cross-up there, as Alvarez comes open at the point. On a late change away from the play, Alvarez with it from behind the net with help on the back door. Facette setting up. McNeil fired down low. Hedlund rotating around the face-off circle from the top of the slot. Shot, and Abramson with the save.
Good check, low, good check.
.8:16 remaining, first period action. Northwood up 2-0. Northwood Huskies coming into this game with a record of 33-11-3. Fairly respectable record. As Hull along the right side, looking back around towards Hooper. Hooper looking to fire away a shot. Wide open up at the left point. As the forwards play down low in the zone, rotating out to the top of the slot with a shot. And Hull couldn't get that through the full screen. Looking for a little bit of help out in front. Nobody set up just yet. The Huskies didn't have anyone representing in the slot or on the back door. And now the Winterhawks. Setting it in. Ben with a nice little saucer touch out to neutral ice. Clearing the zone and careful not to cause an icing. Picked up by Smith. Smith tied up. Tries to set up